Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Recha Kodash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the elect. And today we're going to go into the book of Leviticus, the 3rd chapter. And if his oblation be a sacrifice of peace offering, so now if the sacrifice, a peace offering is like a voluntary or a free will offering. And this would be of, as it's going to go into, like animals. if he offer it of the herd, so of your cows or your cattle, whether it be male or female, he shall offer it without blemish before the Lord. So as where the burnt offering had to be a male without blemish, the peace offering could be a male or female, but it had to be without blemish. And he shall lay his hand upon the head of his offering to kill it at the door of the tabernacle of the congregation. And Aaron's sons, the priests, shall sprinkle the blood upon the altar round about. And he shall offer of the sacrifice of the peace offering an offering made by fire unto the Lord Yahweh, the fat that covereth the inwards, and all the fat that is upon the inwards. Because remember, the fat is the portion that belongs to the Lord. Okay, so they would take out the fat. That means they kill the animal, they cut it up, they clean it out, they remove the fat and everything, and the two kidneys and the fat that is on them, which is by the flanks, and the caul above the liver. And the caul is like a certain like type of fat that is around the liver or in the internals of the body. With the kidneys it shall he take away. So if we look up here, the flanks and caul of animal. It says here, the flanks refer to the sides of an animal between the ribs and hips, while the caul or caul fat is a thin, lacy membrane of fat that surrounds the internal organs. So all that will be removed. Verse 4, and the two kidneys and the fat that is on them, which is by the flanks, and the caul above the liver, with the kidneys, it shall he take away. So he's going to remove it. And Aaron's sons shall burn it on the altar, upon the altar upon the burnt sacrifice, which is upon the wood that is on the fire. It is an offering made by fire of a sweet savor unto the Lord. So you remove all that, the kidney, the fat, and all that, and you put it on the altar, on the wood, and burn it. And if it's offering, so that's how you handle an offering that is of the herd. And if it's offering for a sacrifice of peace offering, so if an Israelite comes with an offering and it's a peace offering, unto the Lord be of the flock, male or female, he shall offer it without blemish. So if it's a lamb or a goat, male or female, it has to be unblemished. No defects, no injuries, none of that. If he offer a lamb for his offering, then he shall offer it before the Lord. And he shall lay his hand upon the head of his offering and kill it before the tabernacle of the congregation. And Aaron's sons shall sprinkle the blood thereon round about upon the altar. So they kill the animal, they pour the blood around the altar. And he shall offer of the sacrifice of the peace offering an offering made by fire unto the Lord Yahweh, the fat thereof and the whole rump. And the rump of an animal is around the backside, close to the tail. So you rump of animal. Yeah, so I think I showed this before, but there you go, right around here. All right, right around here, so close to the tail and that bone back there. So as it says here, you would take the fat and the whole rump, so that piece, it shall he take off hard by the backbone, meaning the rump is the part that's very close by the backbone, okay, of the animal. And the fat that covereth the inwards, and all the fat that is upon the inwards, so the fat in the insides of the animal, and the two kidneys, and the fat that is upon them, which is by the flanks, and the caul above the liver, with the kidneys, it shall he take away. And the priest shall burn it upon the altar. It is the food of the offering made by fire unto the Lord. So once you remove all those parts, they would burn it on the altar. Now, when it says it is the food, basically it's the main part that would be offered unto the Lord. And if his offering be a goat, then he shall offer it before the Lord Yahweh. And it will pretty much be the same process. And he shall lay his hand upon the head of it and kill it before the tabernacle of the congregation. And the sons of Aaron shall sprinkle the blood thereof upon the altar round about. And he shall offer thereon his offering, even an offering made by fire unto the Lord Yahweh, the fat that covereth the inwards, and all the fat that is upon the inwards, and the 2 kidneys, and the fat that is upon them, which is by the flanks, and the caul above the liver, with the kidneys, it shall he take away. So they're going to cut all that out of the animal, and the priest shall burn them upon the altar. It is the food of the offering made by fire for a sweet savor. All the fat is the Lord's Yahweh. It shall be a perpetual statute, see, for your generations throughout all your dwellings, that ye eat neither fat nor blood. So no steak tartars and no fat. You ain't supposed to be eating the fat. And that brings us to the end of the book of Leviticus, the 3rd chapter. Lord willing, that was edifying to the elect. In closing, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Recha Kodash. And until next time, Shalom.